these ley lines that Kobe Bryant is a part of, he's in way over his head. You got any questions? Definitely ask me. This is heavy. So we're talking about the assassination of Kobe Bryant. My assignment today was to present the facts of names, links, times, dates, decades, in order for your beautiful listeners to come up with the proper conclusion. And so when you talk about even the history of slavery, well, next time I'm going to come back, I would love to come back. We'll definitely get into that. But with Kobe Bryant, he was snuffed out because he was going to expose the entire pharmaceutical industrial complex, beginning with the NSA Therapeutic Corporation, Acorn, and high-tech pharmaceuticals, which are owned, not Acorn because they're defunct now, which are owned by the Novartis AG Group out of Basel, Switzerland, who is heavily involved in the design of COVID-19, okay? And so when you look at the Novartis AG Group, who does the drug testing for the NBA, and Kobe was set to receive 2 checks for $1 billion each. Why? President Xi Jinping wanted Kobe Bryant to create a rival league that will rival the NBA. Adam Silver didn't want that. Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia,
MBS.
Right, that's it. Good friend of Kobe Bryant, wanted to present Kobe with $1 billion check to create a rival NBA league against Adam Silver. Adam Silver didn't want that. Shortly before Kobe's death was the passing, okay, of the former commissioner of the NBA, David Stern, who was set to testify before Congress regarding the NBA's connection to organized crime and gambling. So Commissioner David Stern dies, and then here comes Kobe. One of Kobe's best friends, actor Chadwick Boseman of the Black Panther,
Died of cancer.
Died of cancer, okay? An aggressive form.
Some would say even turbo cancer.
Turbo
right?
cancer, yeah. And I have a contact in the Los Angeles Coroner's Department that a woman that I know, a good friend of mine, Nigerian, she said she believes that Chadwick Boseman was poisoned, which propelled the cancer. That sounds like a Hollywood movie. Why would the deep state do this? Because Chadwick Boseman, along with Nipsey Hussle and Kobe Bryant, wanted to leave the system. And Kobe Bryant created a company called Granity Studios. Granity. Now, the term granity means graphene. Graphene, like graphene oxide.
Mm-hmm.
An element within the COVID-19 vaccination, COVID-19. So Granity or graphene, Granity Studios. So you get people, like David Geffen. You get people like Steven Spielberg wanted to contribute money for Kobe Studio. He said, no, I don't need your money.
I don't want to be controlled.
I don't want to be controlled.
And he won an Oscar.
He won an Oscar. That's it. You see? And now you got this counterfeit like LeBron James, who has that Boule logo tattooed on his chest. LeBron James has that Boule tattooed on his chest.
What's the tattoo?
Yeah,
what
the Boule tattoo. If you go to Google Images and type in LeBron James chest tattoo, LeBron James chest tattoo, or that Boule, B-O-U-L'-E, tattooed on the chest of LeBron James. Half male, half female, half lion with breasts, with his right paw on an urn. You are in that they keep the ashes of.
You're actually right.
That's it. You see? So LeBron James is a Prince Hall Mason, has that Boule tattoo on his chest. It's amazing, I know. And so, and I'm going to say this. When LeBron retires, his number would be called 2. Okay, this is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. And so that tattoo is tattooed on LeBron's chest. You know the former NBA player Dwayne Wade?
Correct. Oh,
The
he's
Miami-
messed up.
Yeah, messed up. His son Zion is now called Zaya. Okay, this is how these black folk do, not just black people, but people within the system. To go to the next level, you have to sacrifice something. This goes back thousands of years during the time of the pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call butt broken.
Humiliation.
That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners, this goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade. Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean. And they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master in front of the other family members and in front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed. So when you look at Sean Combs, he was an FBI informant until he was arrested. He was an FBI informant going back to the 1990s. So why did the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security raid his house here in Holmby Hills? Thousands of videotapes of senators, congressmen, okay, including people like Hakeem Jeffries now, is on those tapes. Why do you think President Trump got his tax bill passed? Now, President Trump can reveal the Epstein and the Diddy list, but he's smart.
That's
he says,
an
I'm
asset.
keeping this. You see?
That's a leverage.
Leverage. And so Diddy is going down, okay? People like Stephen A. Snitch, okay? His best friend, Stephen A. Snitch, is a Boule. Okay, I met him about 2 years ago at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Nice guy, but he is what we call a house Negro. Okay,
What does it mean?
a house Negro is a person, a Boule, that protects the gate of its master. A house Negro, as Malcolm X says, protects the system of its master. Stephen A. Snitch used to say, you know, I'm so excited about making money for my bosses. Okay. So Disney, okay, pedophiles and ESPN. And if you are pro-Trump, they will fire you. Okay. Another topic for another day. So then Stephen A. Snitch is a Boule. Okay. So all of these people, these black journalists like Gabby Phillips on the Crack News Network, they're Boules, okay? Gayle King, you know, of CBS News, shortly after Kobe was assassinated, she interviewed a former WNBA player who was great friends with Kobe, Lisa Leslie, and was asking Lisa Leslie, did Kobe rape that girl and call her, bashing the reputation of Kobe Bryant. Why? Because Boules do this, and then right after that interview, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey's girlfriend, gets a $500,000 raise. This is what they do. They don't care about us. These gatekeepers, I'm telling you, Reverend Al, Vitamin B Deficient Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Benjamin Crump, Farrakhan, they're all a part of the Boule secret society.
So we have this huge club, right? So Skull and Bones, then
Yeah.
we have the Boulets, we have all the names.